Hi guys, so we're just gonna pick up where we left off last time, and today we're gonna focus on filtering techniques. So I'm just gonna start by adding a title to the page that we currently have, and we're gonna call this Netflix Catalog Analysis. And I'll make this a bigger font there, and just move this up. Oops. Yeah, so we'll do that, make it a lot wider, and center it. Do that, and then in effects, I'm just gonna add in a background color that I like. So yeah, that looks a little better. And now the visual we're gonna add in is a slicer. So a slicer lets you filter the data across that page. And right now we're gonna start with something pretty simple. So we're going to start with just adding release here. So when you click release here, it automatically gets added here. Now there's different types of ways you can display the slicer. So if you go to slicer settings, you can see that the style is between. This is generally for like numeric types. So we're just gonna make it a vertical, actually we're gonna make it a drop down. So we can either make it a drop down or a vertical list. Vertical list is just harder to, there'd be a lot more options. And it'd be, you'd have to scroll a lot. So I think drop down is better, where you can click here and then you can scroll freely, right? So if you want to see movies or like anything in the catalog that was released in year 2012, so that filters out that way, right? And I can just, a good way if I want another filter, so I just copy pasted this, right? And right now I have release here. Now instead, let's say if I want rating, so I can just deselect that, click rating here, and now you're filtering by rating. So if you click on everything that's rated R, then that's what you have all time. Or if you want, let's say PG-13. So it works pretty simple that way. The only thing is you should probably rename these. So you'd go here and in general, and then on the title, you can rename that on the title as well. So currently the title is off, or you can just go here and over here, just make this a capital R. That's pretty simple. And over here, just make it release here. So yeah, pretty simple that way, slicers. Then the next thing I'd like to cover is filters. So filters work different from slicers in the way that filters, basically they filter out the data before the visuals are made on them. So a good way to explain this, I'm just gonna drag type onto filters on this page, right? So this shows me the type includes movies and TV shows. So let's say you only want to do an analysis of movies, right? You're not looking at TV shows. So now when I select a movie, now if you notice the TV shows that you saw on the other visuals are gone. So if I unselect it again, you can see TV show. But when I click movie, now you're only seeing movie data, right? And now let's say you want to filter this movie data by release here, right? So now you're only seeing, let's say, movies released in 1986, not TV shows. So that way filters are pretty helpful. Another way it's really helpful is, let's say you want to see movies directed by Steven Spielberg, right? So I drag, again, director onto the filters pane, and I'll just search here. So search Spielberg, and now we're seeing movies by Spielberg. So this is just 11 movies. We're just looking at the breakdown here. So 5 of them are rated PG, 5 are PG-13, 1 is R. They're all and you can, so that, and then the more visuals you add, you can get more information about them. So that's pretty cool. And to clear those visuals, you just hit this eraser button, which does clear filter, and you can do that again, and that's it. So that's how filters work. And then the last thing I want to show you is cross filtering. So that's kind of when you have visuals on your page and you just click on a particular section, right? So if I'm looking at this is like the catalog by rating, right? So if I'm looking at only a TV-14, ratings, so then in that case, when I click here, the rest of the filters will automatically filter. Or let's look at PG, right? So if I click at PG, now you notice how these other visuals are affected. So earlier everything was, it was more bold, and now it's like a subset. So only, let's see, if we hover over it, 287 movies are PG, rated PG, and on TV shows, well, because PG is probably a movie rating, so you don't have any TV shows that are rated PG. So yeah, so that basically lets you filter across. So if you just click on any visual, it will let you filter the other visuals across the page, and that's what cross filtering is. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, and just I'll see you again next time with more tips. Thank you.